Mānawa mai te putanga o te ariki, mānawa mai te putanga o te taura o te tauira. Ka eke rongo rupe, ka eke rangi tā huahua. Tēnei te matakahi, tēnei mai maunganui ki tā maki, tēnei ngā tihi, tēnei ngā tapu. Tēnei au ko hakatau pōtiki te toa tā maua. Orunga hoi ki te topa nei, te tiu nei kei ngā taumata. Taumata o te reo, taumata o te mātau, taumata o te ora. Ka puta ki te whaia, puta ki te ao marama. Turuturu au te turuturu atai. Tuturu, o whiti whakamaua ki a tīna. Hui e, tā iki e. E te iwi, tēnā koutou haramai. Haramai ki au, ki a Ngāti Whātua Rākei, ki te tāu, ki te uringatu, ki ngā ohoe. Haramai kawea mai e koutou o hiwi whenua. Kia tau ki runga i a maunga tapu, ko maunga ki e tū mai nei. Nō reira tēnā koutou. Mauria mai o koutou mate kia mihia, kia tangihia rātou e tātou i te rānei. Kia mātou ko Auntie Lisa tērā, ko Uncle Taukiri tērā, o tira ki te motu, ko Tariana Tūria tērā. Ka huri au kia koutou e ngā mate huhua te wā. Koutou kua riro i te iarere o ranginui e tui honei, ka tahi anō, ka riro ki te kirima hewa. O papatu anuku e takoto nei, hoki wairua mai haere. Haere ki Hawaii ki nui, ki Hawaii ki roa, ki Hawaii ki te tawhiti ki au te moe, ki ai o piro te moe, ki a ngu tō moe. Ka huri au ki a koe e te minita e Honourable Andrew, ka nui te mihi ki a koe, me te hono wainganui a tātou ko Ngāti Whātua o Rākei ki a koutou te Pāti Nahinara. I tērā rautau, he whawhai kei wainganui a tātou i tēnei wā, he hoahoa kei te haere no reira e te minita ka nui te mihi ki a koe pēnei anō, te mihi ki a koe Samantha, ki a koe Brad Olsen, o tira ki te kaurungi o te rā, Liam Dann, ka nui te mihi ki a koe te rangatira. Just switching to Channel 2. But what were we doing in Channel 1? In Channel 1, we're invoking the true AI of ancestral intelligence. What does that mean? Well, artificial intelligence will tell you that tomato is a berry. But ancestral intelligence will tell you, don't put that berry in your fruit salad. And this is the distinguished difference of knowledge. Knowledge that teaches us accuracy, but knowledge that gives us experience. We are from your local brand of Ngāti Whātua Rākei, and we're excited about the conversation that you're having today. Only 40 years ago, we were just a quarter of an acre and $0. And today, we are the third largest landholder of Auckland, and we have nearly a $2 billion entity. And we want to get more rich with you. You see, wealth and the generation of wealth is an honourable cause. And we've learned that capitalism is a wondrous tool to move into the future. You see, I just said to the minister, only 47 years ago, my organisation and the ruling political party of today were at odds, extreme ends. But today we are friends with the Prime Minister, and we'll be friends with him and his party after they move. Because today we can connect on things that are long-term. Short-term things, we can connect on those too, but in a short term, we can have a contest of ideas, but we can get over that contest of ideas when we look out into the long term. And the long term, we want to get rich with you. We want to make this city the richest city in the world. We want to transform the harbour so that your grandchildren can enjoy collecting a fish instead of a plastic bag. Now, we can unite on that. We can unite on legacy. We can unite on each of our ancestral intelligence. We recently got a DNA test done, and we've discovered we're Norwegian, we're Greek, We're Lithuanians. So it's not just about Tāne Mahuta and Maui. We're into Zeus and we're into Thor. And those fellas are collecting billions of dollars today as well. But that's about the story. That's about ancestral intelligence. You see, even if we don't agree on that contest of ideas, we can agree on many invisible things. Ngāti Whātua, they paint personality into the past by calling it an ancestor. And then we paint a picture into the future by calling it a mokopuna. We're ancestrally driven and mokopuna focused, grandchildren focused. Ancestrally driven, grandchildren focused. That's everyone in this room, I believe. So make your growth patterns about that today. Let's grow our assets for our grandchildren. Let's grow our taonga for our grandchildren. Let's protect everything around it, because if we're going to be about the dilemma of growth, we have to be about the dilemma of guardianship. Nō reira, e te iwi karero te hoki ngā kōrero, tēnā koutou, huri noi te tātou whare, tēnā tātou. Pāpā ki mai, ngangaru nunui, wāwaratia, ngā tairere, eri poe, ngangaru nunui, rehutai, hei konea. Now this ancestral intelligence is a message. It talks about the waves that beat onto the shore. Each one of us represent a wave. And when we crash on that shore, we have our own sovereignty, our mana, our tapu. But when we go back into the ocean, we are part of the one again. This is the one. We are an ocean in this room. An ocean for the future. Nō reira, e te iwi, tēnā koutou. That's enough from this oxygen steal of Ngāti Whātua. Have a great day.
Tēnā koutou katoa, kia ora. A big ngā mihi nui to Tāraha and his daughter for that wonderful welcome, setting the scene really for what we're here to think about and talk about today. I'm really excited to be here. My name is Dann. I'm the business editor for the New Zealand Herald, business editor at large. I've forgotten it. It's an odd title. It means that I'm now free range, and you may or may not have read what I've written and thrown a paper away and discussed, and that's fine. So we're here for a bit of a debate and a bit of a discussion about what's in store for the year ahead. Very excited also that we didn't wake up to a global market meltdown this morning. It's almost impossible to predict what's going to happen hour to hour. I'm halfway through a 2,000-word column about what the tariffs meant that I started yesterday, and now I'm going to have to go away and rewrite. So this is the challenge for our regulators, our politicians, everyone in the industry. As we look for a year of certainty and recovery, we're dealing with a lot of chaos out in the world. So with a deep breath, I think we are about to roll into what could be, hopefully, a very positive year for New Zealand. Let me start now, get the conference underway, or the morning underway, by welcoming the FSC's independent chair, Rob Flannagan, for some opening remarks, and he'll be followed by FSC's new CEO, relatively new CEO, Kirk. So, Rob.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. On behalf of the FSC board, it's my privilege to welcome you to Outlook 25. The FSC has been concerned and is concerned about where we're at as a country, from a wealth-wise, etc. And there's been a lot of work being done on this. Just over a year ago, we introduced a blueprint for growth, which was an attempt to start of looking at what policy should be, what are the settings, etc., for the industry. Since then, Kirk and the chief executive forums have really delved into this now and have come up with some detailed policies, action plans, etc., which will guide FSC for the next 3 or 4 years ahead. So a lot of focus, a lot of action is coming out of the FSC on what will make a difference, we hope. Our objectives are pretty clear. Firstly, we want to champion strong evidence-based policy, legislation and regulations. that serve the best interest for the country, which of course, if we serve the best interest in the country, it'll be in the best interest for us as an industry. So there's going to be a lot of engagement with all political parties to get our influence into the manifestos, etc., going forward. There is also a second objective, which we believe we have much broader responsibilities to empower New Zealanders with the knowledge and tools they need to make or take control of their financial destiny and financial well-being. So there's a lot of focus. 2025 is really a start of a very focused journey for the FSC to take us to a better place. So thank you for coming today, and I welcome Kirk, our Chief Executive, to expand a little bit.
Thank you, Rob. Kia ora koutou katoa. I just acknowledge the mana whenua, Ngāti Whātua Ōreki, for your welcome. Look, Outlook is always welcomed by FSC members to gain insight on where the political, regulatory and economic focus will be for the coming year, and how these affect decisions that the leaders of our industry are navigating in what has been a tumultuous few years for the sector. Over the last few months, as Rob has said, the FSC has become much more active in its advocacy role, and a priority is to engage with Parliament and the government with evidence-based public policy to encourage and influence political parties in making decisions that grow the confidence and well-being of New Zealanders. FSC is looking forward to constructive conversations with the government and political parties and regulators and officials to progress these initiatives. To support the public policy work, I've been working extensively with our CEO forums on strategic areas of public policy focus to make effective long-term positive change. FSC recognises that engagement and value to members is also paramount in its success, and that's what today is about. And there have been a number of initiatives with our committee chairs and their scope of work, and we're looking forward to sharing these over the coming months.